Trip to Costa Rica. So long story short, my family got on an airplane. We flew to Costa Rica for a couple months to go visit my brother. Right when we got off that airplane, grabbed our luggage and hopped in a fucking taxi, we learned taxi drivers are fucking insane in other countries. We got sick as fuck in some taxis going up and spiraling down mountains. So anyway, I had the time of my life in Costa Rica. We rented some horses from this third-party poor family. The horses weren't very tame. You could tell they didn't like having saddles on them. They tried biting you all the time. The family gave us spurs so the horses would know who's boss. Let me tell you, man, those horses hauled some serious ass when you use those spurs. We went up mountains with those horses. We even threw some rocks at some monkeys whenever we went up those mountains. We got attacked by some horse flies, these huge, Jurassic-looking flies. We ate some coconut trees, where these baby coconut trees, you could pull out the center of them, and there would be what's called the heart of the coconut. You can eat that, but it kills the trees. Anyway, we didn't give a fuck. But going on, back in the day, arcade games were a gathering place for kids, where they would just swarm around this arcade game back then. If you're older, around maybe your early 30s, mid 30s, late 20s, you would know what I'm fucking talking about. And Costa Rica was a few years behind from American arcade games. So my brothers and I, we already knew all the combos and shit for like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Tekken, all those games. The game everyone was crowded around was Street Fighter. And I kicked the shit out of every last Costa Rican kid, one after another. So finally, one of them got pissed off and shoved me away from the arcade while our characters were fighting. So I beat him up in real life while my other jumped on the arcade game and beat him up in the game, Street Fighter. In the end, we won in both realms. Anyway, we did a lot more things in Costa Rica, but these are my biggest highlights. To me, the moral of the story would be trust your gut more often. Peace. If you enjoyed this story, hit that subscribe button right now. Subscribe, man. Come on, subscribe.
Try your best. Try everything you can. And don't you worry what they tell themselves.